In the first part, it is for us to use the powerful word, the written word, and that is going to be to define these two tendencies. That then is going to be like the foundation for a practice of awareness that I will explain to you very clearly. And then in the second part, we are going to do, well, I'm going to guide you into the meditation, which is meant to, well, wait a second. I have here my own voice. Okay, thank you. It's all good. So in the second part, what I was just trying to explain to you is that I'm going to guide you into this meditation, which purpose is for us to visualize exactly that, what we are letting go, but also to visualize clearly that reality which you want to see manifested in your life, because that is going to happen. That is going to happen, and you will know why. Why does this work? I will begin with that explanation. And then the third part is going to be the sound of the gongs, which is going to amplify the whole experience. It's going to allow you to integrate what you just experienced in this session. So, well, yes, why don't we begin? The first idea about all these is for us to understand that where we put our attention, that what we are focused on is exactly where we are putting all the energy. And that is a beginning for manifestation. But before that, what we are putting there, when I say we are focusing on, that means that there is some thought in my mind. The beginning of it all is a thought in my mind. And that thought is language, words. So what we are going to do, and I ask you in the invitation if you could bring a piece of paper, which we are going to begin to use. So what I will ask you to do is just to divide your piece of paper in two parts. So for you to have two sheets of papers, basically. And in the first one, we're going to create a list, which is going to be called my old self. And in the second one, we're going to do another list, which we are going to call my new self. Okay? What we are going to do is to use words. In the first one, and let's begin with this. And as we go on, I will continue to explain to you. So why don't you take this piece of paper, write down as a title, my old self, and I will ask you to use the opposite hand with the one that you generally write. So if you write with the right hand, now I will ask you to use the left hand. And you try to pick 1 to 3 things that you want to let go. And that may be a pattern, an emotional pattern, a behavior, a tendency, an idea about yourself. Think about it, but just try to focus on 1, 2, or 3 things, no more. Then you can do it like more extensively. You can recheck this session and do it like with a bigger list, taking your time. So begin to write it down, please, if you don't mind. And the intention of you using the opposite hand is an anchor for you to feel how this is not flowing anymore. How hard it is for you, how difficult it is for you to create those symbols, those words which are evoking or representing that which you don't want anymore in your life. So feel how difficult it is and write it down. You can write down the complete sentence of what you want to let go, or just a few words that represent that which you want to let go. Write it down, feel how it is not flowing anymore. And that is very important always. Whatever we are doing by using our senses is helping us to understand a very specific idea. In this case, is for you to feel how this is not flowing anymore. Now, when you have that list, I can imagine that you are ready. Put it there, and then use the second list and just write down my new self. My new self. And in that list, you're going to write down with the hand that you generally write, you frequently or normally write. And please write 1 to 3 things that you would like to welcome in your life. What is that you would love to see manifested in your life? that you would like to experience, to feel, to embrace, to celebrate. What is that? Something about yourself, something about a talent, a quality, something that you want to incorporate in your life. Write it down. And I'm sure that you have like not only 3 things, but many things that you want to manifest in your life. So write it down. Write it down and feel how it flows, and feel how it's so wonderful when you feel this emotion, excitement, as you are writing these words. Well, if you are done, then you may have right now 2 lists or 2 pieces of papers with 3 ideas. The one of the old self and the ones of the new self. These 2 lists are going to serve you in becoming an expert, an observer in a day-to-day basis, in your daily dynamic. So whenever you catch yourself doing that which belongs to the old self, you stop it right away. So the idea of these written words is for you to have very clear in your mind what is exactly that which I don't want anymore, and what is exactly that which I want to manifest in my life. Because sometimes we just have so many ideas and so many symbols in our minds and so many words, and one thought divides in 4 and then in 8, and then it's like a tornado of thoughts and words. But once you take your time, as you are doing it right now, and you write down that which you don't want and that which you want to be part of your life, it's gonna be so easy. It's gonna be easier. So you're gonna use these 2 lists just to have them very clear in you as an observer of yourself, an observer of your own patterns. So when I tell you, for example, when you feel that you are repeating something from the past and you stop it right away, is because if you don't do that with awareness, consciously, then you continue to thinking about that, oh my God, and you begin to feel it more and more because you are putting your attention there, so you're giving so much energy to that theme. And that's a reason why that theme is constantly in your life. So, but once you stop it and you don't give any other thought to that, then you take a deep breath and then you focus on what you are and what you want, then that is going to become your daily dynamic. And so please just take the list of the old self and reread what you wrote down there, and just feel like with gratitude, and say, not exactly like out loud, but in your mind, just say, okay, thank you because in some moment you served me somehow. Probably you gave me a sense of identity. Probably this allowed me to become part of a community. Probably it was just something that I believed was part of myself, but then it helped me in realizing that that was not the case. So whatever function it had in the past, it is part of the past. So you, with gratitude, you just say and think, you are not welcome anymore, and thank you so much. The ideal would be for you to tear that paper like into little pieces. If you want, you can burn it. It's just a little ritual to say, like, this is no longer part of me. And then you take the second list of those things that you want to manifest, and you read it. And as you are like rereading those words which are symbols that are carrying all this new energy of what I really want in my life, then you just feel and think, I welcome you. You are already part of my life. You are already part of myself. It's just a matter of time for the manifestation. But the more that I put my attention into you, I am putting all the necessary energy for the manifestation. Remember, when you are thinking, you are sending this constant signal. It is like we are antennas, and we all know this. So when you are thinking in something, you are sending that which you are connecting with. And then when you are thinking something that you really love and you are feeling all this love and excitement and gratitude, then that is the magnetic force that is attracting that into your life. So that's the reason why it is so important to have very clear, consciously clear in your mind what is what you want, because then you're going to put your focus and your attention into that, and you are going to begin to create the manifestation, and you are going to attract. And it is almost like a joke, but a wonderful joke. All of a sudden you see how a lot of things begin to happen, like that have to do a lot with that which you want. It's like the universe is organizing everything for you, and that is because you have it very clear in your mind, and you're already sending all those signals, and you're attracting all that, which is there all the time. It's just that we were not putting attention into that. So, well, you have now your 2 lists. You have now your practice to do, and it's a very simple one, but as we know, the powerful thing about this is to practice it. Life is very simple. It's all about awareness. It's all about us knowing what to do, what not to do, understanding exactly what is not resonating with us, and then not to put any energy into that. Because sometimes we have the tendency with that which we don't want to say, to be like so focused on that, I don't want this attitude, I don't like this girl, I don't like this, and I don't like this, and you're always thinking how you are not resonating with that, but you're fueling, you are giving energy to that to continue there in front of you, because you are so obsessed or so much like thinking about that. Instead of that, cut it right away. Something that you don't resonate with, boom, don't give attention, don't put any attention, don't give any energy to that. Okay, so that is going to be your practice of awareness. And now we are going to continue with the meditation. I am so happy that I'm seeing more and more people being part of this experience, which is really good for us to do. Every time or every day we are just like working so hard for so many wonderful purposes, and not all the time we are focusing just in our beings, in that essential being that we are. So this is a beautiful opportunity for all of us to do together, because as we know, always when you create like a community with high frequency emotions, ideas, positive ideas, this grows like it's just like much more powerful. So I will ask you now just to take your headphones, to, if you want, to grab a blanket, a pillow, as always. For those who are new, you're just going to listen to a guided meditation that I'm going to provide you in a little moment, and then after that you will begin to listen to the sound of the gongs, which are meant to amplify what you are going to experience during the meditation. The recommendation, a very clear recommendation for you to really receive all the benefit, is not to open your eyes, not to get distracted by trying to see what is going on. It is always like interesting to know what is happening, but the wonderful thing is for you to get the benefit of all this, which can be really profound and powerful. So take your headphones. If you want, just tell, if you are, for example, in your house, let them know. Ask them not to distract you in this moment, because you're going to be doing a meditation. But of course, if you listen to some sounds of the environment, try to integrate that. Everything is part of the experience and everything is fine. All is well. And let's begin. How about that? Let's go right away, straight to the experience. I'm gonna turn off this light. Well, mine is going to help me to turn off this light for you not to be distracted. You don't need to really see the screen. Just close your eyes. I am going to guide you into a relaxation, a deep relaxation, which is very important, because once you are relaxed, your brain waves change into theta brain waves, which is the ideal state for you to create a deep, real, and sustained change into your life. So since I am guiding you into this relaxation, do know that there is a purpose, and that you are going and you are already receiving the benefit, which is going to be translated into a better health, a better physical state, because then your central nervous system and all the systems in your body and each organ and each tissue and each cell are gonna be like resonant, beautifully resonant with all this harmony that we are. So close your eyes. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Just listen to the sound of my voice. And just focus on your breath. Inhale in 4 seconds. And do a longer exhalation for perhaps 6 seconds. Be aware of the sensations in your body. How does it feel to relax your body? Relax your feet and relax your legs, those powerful, healthy legs that take you from one place to another with all freedom. Right now, just relax them. Allow that relaxation to go up through your hips to your abdomen, and then to your chest, to your shoulders. Relax your shoulders. Imagine that you are letting go of that which feels so heavy, that which you have been carrying for so many years. Just let go. Let go. And relax your shoulders. This is a space with no time. Imagine that you are between the tick and the tack of your clock. Just present in this moment, which you are dedicating with so much love to your bright and beautiful being. Relax your neck. Relax your face, your eyelids, your forehead. And know that all is well. Life is wisdom. Life is harmony. And you are alive. Take another deep breath in. I'm gonna tell you some numbers just to go into different levels, deeper levels of relaxation. So from level 5, you go down to level 4. You take a deep breath in. And with that exhalation, you release any tension that may be in your body. And then you go down to level 3. And with that exhalation, you release any concern that may be in your mind. Let it go. Take another deep breath in. You are are in level 2. Visualize this wave of relaxing energy entering from the top of your head, going through your body, relaxing it more and more. And then you go down to level 1, and you are there in the silence within, in the peace of the depths. And you visualize a door. So you go through it, entering into the most beautiful place you could ever have imagined. It's a place in nature. That you can feel with all your senses. So you see all the colors and shapes, forms, textures of all that beauty which is in front of you. You can feel in your skin a very pleasant temperature. You can listen to all kinds of sounds, sounds of nature. It's a concert, the concert of life. You can perceive different aromas here and there. And all of a sudden you realize that there is a light, a very bright light, and you decide to follow it. So you see something that looks like a temple with beautiful architecture, a white temple, perhaps of white marble, so bright and pure, and you decide to come in, and you notice that in the floor of that place there is a circle. It's a vortex, a healing vortex. And you decide to walk into the circle, where you begin to feel all this healing energy. And you can feel how every cell of your body is in perfect alignment with the universe. Also notice that in the same place, in the same space, there is a spiritual being, perhaps a feminine or a masculine figure, an angelic one, that comes close to you and asks you without words if you want to let go. You say yes. So it places its hands on your shoulders and begins to transfer the most loving energy, divine energy of the most pure love. And you begin to feel how it is entering into your body. So nice, almost warm. You begin to feel how that energy is surrounding your heart, healing it, embracing it. And as you are receiving all that love, you begin to let go. You begin to forgive. To forgive whoever harmed you, knowing or not knowing it. Letting go is forgiving. Forgiving is letting go. So you let go. You forgive yourself, perhaps for not doing what you believed was best in that moment. You forgive life. You forgive. And you begin to feel lighter and lighter. And at the same time, you continue to feel all this love entering into your heart. That love is being amplified with every new breath you take. So you visualize this beautiful energy of love in your heart, how it is expanding more and more, creating this energetic field that is all around you. You can feel it within yourself, and you can feel it around you. This energy of love, and you feel so protected, and that protection gives you so much freedom. So you begin to manifest who you really are. Visualize all that which is already there in the dimension of time. Visualize all that which you want to see manifested in your life. What are you doing in that space? Observe yourself and feel it. How does it feel? How does it feel in your body to become, to be that beautiful and bright self, bright being, manifesting all this, which is your dream and your life. See it, feel it, and continue to amplify this experience with the ancestral sound of the gongs. You can continue with your eyes closed just for a few seconds. Take a deep breath. And as you are breathing, just feel all that love within your heart, all that inner peace of your essence. So take another deep breath, expand your chest, receive and breathe life, renew yourself, welcome yourself to your healthy body, to a beautiful life, a new life. Understanding that every new moment you have the right to choose what to live, what to focus on, and where to put all that energy. So begin to move your fingers and your toes. And exactly as when you wake up in the morning, just stretch your body, stretch your arms, stretch your legs, and just feel how pleasant it is to do so. So whenever you feel ready, just open your eyes, bringing your awareness to this moment, to this place, to where you are. And I would love to know, how do you feel? We're gonna turn off the light, or turn on the lights once again. So how do you feel? I hope you were able to feel, to follow the guided meditation, to be able to visualize all that. You know, when you are dreaming as you're awake, when you're visualizing, you are creating with all little detail, with every detail, exactly that which is next, like the next to manifest. So it is so important that not only in these kind of sessions, but allow yourself, like on a daily basis, first of all, to raise your frequencies, just like by focusing in those things that you feel so grateful for. Begin every day like this, just like knowing, acknowledging, I am alive, and I am a healthy human being, and I have consciousness, and I have this home, I have this bed where I woke up. So appreciate every little detail, every single aspect of what you are and what you have. So then when you are vibrating in gratitude and appreciation, it's a complete different story. Then in that moment, you can also allow yourself a few minutes just to visualize, just to fuel your dream, to give energy to that which resonates with you, with that what you love, with that which is part of yourself, because it is your dream, because it is your inspiration, because it is your mission. And you need to give attention. You need to focus on that on a daily basis, because by focusing on that, you're giving enough energy, and every time more and more. So make up of these like your joy, like your joyful experience to begin the day. And then with the lists that we created at the beginning, use that as a guideline for you to become an expert in observing those patterns, that which is part of the new self, and now you have it very clear. Feel that, amplify that, embrace that, celebrate that, enhance that, give all the energy to that, think constantly on that. And the other thing, the one which you wrote down in your list of your old self, just be very aware. What is that? An example may be, that which I am letting go is that part of myself in which I feel sometimes like not, talented enough, not good enough in this. And this feeling and this sensation, this emotion constantly blocks me into really being and becoming who I really are. So that is part of the past. This is something that I am not welcoming anymore. So just being aware of that exact element, then in any moment when you feel that you are feeling or thinking about that, stop it right away. Don't give any energy to that. Don't put any energy into that. Don't focus on that. It's just stop right away. Remember that it's all just a thought. Just a thought. You stop it right away, you take a deep breath, and you say, I am, and I am here. And what I love is this, and this is not welcome anymore. So do this constant practice. Do this constant practice, because we all have the right, really, to live like completely free, to be, to become, to bring all what we were meant to bring here in this beautiful dimension called life. So these are your 2 elements for practice. This was your guided meditation. Use it as an example for you to continue doing it. And if you find it like not very easy, because it is not easy to imagine, it is not easy to visualize, then practice it. It's as any other ability. You need the practice for it to become easier and easier, for you to get into these deep states of relaxation. You need the practice. You can also use the opportunity. I have an open channel. For those who are viewing this in YouTube, you can see that there are several videos. All of those are different visualizations in nature, which is also so powerful, because at the end, since we are part of nature, that is we are the same energy of life. When you see, for example, that manifestation, the mountain or the valley, and you can experience that spaciousness. And when you become that, when you close your eyes and visualize that vastness, that spaciousness, is really peaceful. So you connect with peace and you decide better. So try those visualizations. I am also working in creating another channel, which is going to be in Vimeo, and I will let you know as soon as this is ready. And in that one, you will find awesome tutorials for you to practice, because this is so worth it, to dedicate or to spend some time of your life, of your day, to fueling that which you really are, your soul, your heart, and to do this connection, to create this alignment with your heart, what you feel, and with your mind, what you think, with your essence, who you are. So once those 3 are in a perfect alignment, then life flows beautifully. It doesn't matter that circumstances may be like so stressful as right now it is. There's a lot of uncertainty. We don't know exactly what is going to come next. We do know that life is good, that life is wonderful. We know what life is, and we are part of life. So we need to reconnect with that idea about life. Sometimes when I walk, I go on a daily basis, man and me, we go for walks in nature, and it is so clear what life is telling me. What we can see in life is just this constant perfection. All is well. Life is beautiful. We are so strong. We are so resilient. We are like nature, because nature is us. So these kind of practices allow us to enter into this space of calm and creation, which this whole session that is meant to be that exactly for you. And then after doing these simple sessions, you find them simple, but they are powerful, they are profound. Then you do it like your daily habit, just to meditate for a little while, to visualize, to let go of all that negativity coming from the unconscious mind, to be able to transform beliefs that are limiting you, that are so destructive, and all of these things is worthwhile to do these kind of practices. But the important thing of these practices to be constant. The more constant that you are, the more that you feel them, you will see the benefit, you will see the results, you will see the manifestation. So in this session, in today's session, what we use is the energy of the word and the written word, which is a symbol, it's a written symbol, but each word carries a lot of energy. At the end, the word that we are writing down is the word that is here. And the word that is here, that is my thought, that is my thinking. And that is the foundation or the first step for manifestation. So what you did today, as simple as it appears, it is really powerful. It is to make very clear what is in my mind that I want, what is in my mind that I don't want anymore, that doesn't resonate with me. You write it down clearly, and now we are going to practice to use that as a guideline to become an expert, an observer, in stopping right away and in amplifying more and more. And you will see the results. I would love for you, if you would like to share your comments, share with me your experiences. I know that right now you're writing some of these things. I will read them in a little moment. As soon as I finish with the other transmission, I will read those, because I'm very, very interested in what is your experience. What is that feedback? If you have any question, if you want to share something, you know that also my email is open to you. You know my website, which is gabydelamora.com. My YouTube channel, if you are seeing this through Instagram, my YouTube channel is the same name, Gaby Ramirez de la Mora. And yes, let's do this constantly, and to know that you have like a complete wellness program in these two channels for you to follow every day, some practice. And then you do your own, because we are so creative and there are so many ways to feel that connection. At the end, all of these are just like anchors for you to connect with who you really are just tools that we have the right to use. Because sometimes when we don't know, we just live like entrapped, like trapped in this anguish and stress and just negative ideas, negative thoughts. So no, life is all about freedom. Life is all about love. Life is all about embracing it, celebrating it. Life is all about focusing on the now. What life is giving to me in this moment. This is what is meant to be like mine, and this is what I can do in life. Not to try and give solution to everything. No, it's just moment by moment. That is life. The present moment, what I have in front of me. Not the narrative of my mind. No, that is just my thinking, which has a tendency to be negative. So use these practices, do these meditations. I am so happy that you are here, and I'm gonna say goodbye to my friends in YouTube to continue to read some of your notes. So thank you, and I will see you if you are interested. Of course, I hope you are interested in continue these practices. I will see you next Wednesday. Mondays is in Spanish, Wednesdays and same hour 7, Wednesday in English, and it's a reinforcement. It's a similar practice, similar theme. So I will see you. And here